Sue Moroney in reply.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Can I begin by thanking all the parties who have indicated that they are supporting this bill through to Select Committee, because this debate has been all about priorities. It is all about exposing where the parties sit on whether they actually put their money where their mouths are in prioritising families and children. And it's very clear to see that in the first instance that the Labour Party is prepared absolutely to do that, and the Green Party, New Zealand First and the Māori Party. And I hope to also be thanking Peter Dunn at the end of this debate as well, because I'm hoping that his vote will be the one that carries this bill through into Select Committee. Mr Speaker, I want to put this bill into a little bit of a wider context. This is part of a much broader policy platform that the Labour Party is bringing forward that will actually put children at the heart of our policy development process. It is part of what we call our Best Start policy that involves, yes, extending paid parental leave to 26 weeks, but also ensuring all those families that Mr Seymour made reference to, the 60,000 babies that are born each year, that all of them get access to better financial support. And that was contained in our Best Start policy, and this is one leg of that. So it's part of a broader policy agenda from the Labour Party to ensure that we actually do get that brighter future that the current government used to once talk about, but we don't hear them talk about much anymore, because this type of investment will truly do that. And I do want to bat away the criticisms that the side opposite have made about the cost, because the truth is that it's what my grandmother would have called throwing good money after bad. That what the current government seems content to do is to keep spending taxpayer money on the bad outcomes of not getting it right in those early months, rather than spending a little bit, investing early and reaping the benefits as a society. And that is a substantial difference between this side of the House and the current government. They really can't see beyond the end of their noses when it comes to investing in a brighter future for this country. Mr Speaker, we all benefit when we get this right, because it's not just about those families and those children and how they benefit. It is about the sort of society that we want to have and that we wish to have. As taxpayers, when we get this right, we all get to save money. And that's what the Select Committee found when it last had a look at this bill, and I'm sure that we will find that again. Mr Speaker, this time around, this bill is even more affordable than it was the last time that I brought it before the Parliament, because then I was asking for 12 weeks more. Now the proposal is to simply add 8 weeks more. Yep, hashtag 8 more weeks. That's what we're after with this bill. And it's become more affordable at a time when we have moved into a period of economic growth, albeit small economic growth. That's where we are. And I do want to let this House know that in terms of the international comparisons, yes, in Ireland, a similar sized country to us, one could say actually in a worse financial situation than we are, actually already have 6 months paid parental leave. Guess what they are doing next? They have already said they are going to extend it by a further 6 months over the course of the next decade. That's what the Irish are doing, and that's the sort of thing that this country should be doing if it was absolutely prepared to invest in children and put them at the heart of the future of this country, as they should be. Mr Speaker, I want to commend organisations like Plunkett, Barnardo's, Every Child Counts, and the many other organisations that are part of the 26 for Babies Coalition, because they know this is the right thing to do, and that government, when they oppose this bill, are opposing those organisations and what they believe in. I commend this bill. Thank you.
Order. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. A party vote is called for. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes opposed.
New Zealand Labour.
32 votes in favour.
Green Party.
14 votes in favour.
New Zealand First.
12 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
2 votes in favour.
AG New Zealand,
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
The ayes are 61, the noes are 60. The bill will be read a first time. Order.
Protection, 6 months paid leave and work contact hours amendment bill, first reading.
The question is that the paid parental leave and employment protection 6 months paid leave and work contact hours amendment bill be considered by the Government Administration Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. A point of order, Sue Moroney.
Speaker, I seek leave to table a document. It's a letter, an open letter to the Honourable Peter Dunn, asking him to support the bill that has just been passed. It's in the name of myself and 14,463 other signatories.
The member wishes to table a letter from herself and 14,000 others to the Honourable Peter Dunn. Is there any objection to that happening? Well, it's a letter from her, so there's not a question of permission. The member can object if he wants to. Is there any objection to the letter being tabled? There appears to be no objection. The letter can be tabled. Call on members' order of the day number 3.